Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be trying out the new Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. So I actually got this like 2 weeks ago, like literally when it first came out. I was originally going to get this online, and I actually went to my local Ulta, just like randomly I went, and I saw that they actually had this in store, and I was like, oh my god, I'm just going to go ahead and get it now. And I had a really hard time picking out my color. I got the color 500 Bogota. I do like the packaging. I love this like coral color. I love that it's a squeezy tube and everything. I actually haven't worn foundation, like makeup, like a week now. I just been letting my skin kind of rest. Been breaking out a lot, especially like on this area. Couple breakouts here and there. So I just kind of been letting my skin just kind of rest. This is a very, very, very thick foundation. I normally don't wear foundations that are this thick, but I really wanted to try it out. So I'm going to put a little bit, literally a little goes such a long way with this product, but it's not a runny consistency. It's very thick, like it's not runny at all. I have a little bit of an olive undertone to my skin, so it's really hard for me to like find a foundation that matches me perfectly. So when I do, I don't really switch it up. I don't really go and find other foundations to try out. I do have a ton of shades, like a lot of shades, but for me personally, I had a hard time finding a shade that was more of that like olive undertone for medium skin tones. So I almost didn't get this, but I was just like, you know what, I think this is like the closest match for me. I'm just blending it out on the back of my hand so you guys can see it's very, very, very thick. I hope I like this. I think this is going to match me okay. So this foundation is $20 and they have 42 shades, which is awesome. I mean, that's a ton of shades for a foundation, like a ton, especially this being at the drugstore. So I am going to use a primer. I just always use a primer. Even if I'm doing like reviews or anything like that, I'm always using a primer. And I'm just going to use the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Primer. I've been really enjoying this primer a lot. I feel like this oxidized a little bit, but not too bad. And I have my e.l.f. sponge, which I love. And I'm just going to put some right here. Oh my god, it's so thick. This is very, very, very thick. It's not even dripping down or anything. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm a little bit scared, nervous to put this on my face. And that might be a lot. I don't even probably need that much. I think honestly this is going to be the best match for me right now. Whoa, that is very full coverage. That's the thing that I didn't like when I swatched the foundation, that it looked very, very like yellow orangey on the swatches. So I don't like that look. So it has really good coverage. It basically covered up all the redness that I had on my nose from being sunburnt. It covered up the breakouts that I had here and on my top of my lip. It's not coming off as matte as I thought it was going to be, especially for being that thick. So I'm just going to do a little bit more to cover my forehead. And I'm just going to start blending this out here. It feels that I have foundation on, but it's not as heavy as I thought from being this thick. It has really good coverage though, that is what I'm going to say, because it covered up basically all the redness that I had on my forehead, on my nose. I'm definitely going to need to set with this foundation. I don't know why I feel like it's going to get really oily on me. So this is what the foundation looks like. I haven't set it yet. You can see it just look dewy here and around here. I'm gonna do like a wear test. Right now it is 12:26. Go ahead and finish off the rest of my face makeup, and then I'll come back to share with you guys my final thoughts and kind of like a first impression, how I liked it, have everything paired on top of it, and then I'll do some check-ins throughout the day. So I will be right back. Okay, loves, I am back, and I finished the rest of my face makeup, and I think after putting on my concealer, powder, blush, bronzer, eyeshadow, all that stuff, I think the foundation looks really nice. On its own, yes, it does come off a little like yellow orangey, but I like it. It doesn't feel too heavy. It does feel like I have foundation on, because like I said, I'm not used to a very thick foundation like this one. It's very thick. But what I like is that it's thick, but it doesn't look super cakey on your skin, and it doesn't look like really matte and flat, which I personally thought that it was going to look like that just because of how the consistency of the foundation itself is. I actually like how it looks like once I paired everything on top of it. Everything blended out really nice. It is clinging on to some of my like fine lines that I have. I do have fine lines on my forehead right here, especially on the sides. And looking at it far, you can't really see it, but definitely I can tell close up right here. It's definitely looks a little bit dry over here. But everywhere else, it looks really nice. So I am going to do a couple of check-ins because I kind of want to see how this foundation feels and looks after a few hours. So I'm going to go run a few errands, and then I'll check with you guys in just a little bit. Hi, loves. So it's about 2 o'clock right now, and I wanted to show you what my skin looks like out in daylight. It's not super sunny right now, but I still wanted to show you guys what it looks like. So it looks a little bit dewy around like my nose area, but it doesn't look oily. I'm actually gonna get some Starbucks right now because it's really hot outside and I just want something like really cold. I think it's been about 2 hours that I've had the foundation on, and it looks decent. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, but I just wanted to show you guys really quickly what my skin looks like out in natural daylight. So I will check in with you guys in just a little bit. Hi, loves. So I'm checking in again. It's almost 6 o'clock right now. My son is right here. I just wanted to check in with you guys so I can show you what my skin looks like. And it feels really oily, and it looks really oily right now. I don't know if you guys can see my nose. That is not the highlight. That is definitely my skin being really oily, especially right here on my T-zone is extremely oily. I haven't powder touched up anything. As you can see, like my lip gloss and my lip liner already faded. Sorry, like the lighting's kind of off here. I'm in the bathroom right now. But I don't like that. I've had this on from about, I think around 12. So I'm going to say that I've had this on for 6 hours. And for being on for 6 hours, it's like looking oily, and I don't like that. This is definitely a foundation that I will need to like powder and touch up throughout the day. Everywhere else looks okay. So that is going to be my second check-in, and I'll try to check in with you guys one more time. If not, I'll just do a wrap-up of this video and just let you guys know my thoughts and everything else. Okay, love, so I am back for the final checking. It's 8:37 right now. Hope you guys can see the time. So I've had this on for about 8 hours, and my skin looks so oily. I do not like this at all. Not only on my T-zone, but even around like this area, which almost never gets oily. It's super oily. It looks cakey around here. My T-zone is so oily. This looks really gross. This is definitely a foundation that I cannot wear more than 6 hours. Did a check-in around 6. I mean, it already looked really oily. I'm gonna say like more than 5 hours of wear out of this foundation, so I would definitely not recommend this if you have oily skin. Excuse me, guys. My eyes are getting a little bit watery because I've been wearing my contacts all day, which I almost never do anymore. And it's just bothering me a lot. So I apologize if my eyes get a little bit like watery and red, but it's just my contacts. I'm like ready to take all this off. It just looked really oily. It does not look good. It rubbed off all of my nose, around this area. I haven't even been outside like in the hot weather. I've been running errands here and there, but like I haven't been walking outside in the heat or anything like that. I'm gonna say this is a no for me. I know a lot of people have liked it, raved about it and everything, but personally for me, this is not one of my favorite foundations that I have. The coverage is definitely there. It did cover up my sunburn that I had on my forehead and around my nose. It covered that up a lot. I do like that this will probably last you for a really long time. I mean, a little goes a long way with this foundation, but this is not something that I'm probably going to reach for that often. I'm still loving my L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, the Fresh Wear Foundation. So if you guys have not tried this, I definitely recommend you guys check this out, and I have mine in 465 right now. Another thing is that I would recommend definitely going to your local Ulta and swatching a lot of the shades to find your perfect match, just because I had a really hard time finding my perfect match, and I was so glad that my local Ulta actually carried this in store and I was able to swatch a lot of the shades to try and find my color, and it still took me a while. But unfortunately, this is a no for me, but I still wanted to try it out and share with you guys my thoughts, my opinion on this foundation. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!